Welcome to Actually Let's Talk About It with me, your host Lily, and today I will be reacting to The Glory episode 10. Yes, we are already here. They left us on a cliffhanger last episode in episode 9, y'all, and we got to get right into it just to see what the heck is going to happen. So Yeonjun is kind of going crazy. She's spiraling. And her husband, like I said previously in the other reaction, has found out that she has been two-timing him with homeboy who is colorblind, and that his daughter is most likely not his, and she is the daughter of that man and his wife, and he is just like he in his feelings right now. And Dong Yoon and the daughter is getting closer, like she's finding a sense of home with this man, and I love that for her because she deserves somebody who loves on her and genuinely loves her without expecting anything in return. And that is exactly what the doctor is doing. It's not expecting her love in return. He's just giving all of his affection to her, whether she reciprocates it or not. He's just content to have her by his side. And I really love that for Dong Yoon. I really believe that she deserves somebody like him. And I really want to see them together, to be very honest. But we did have our good sis getting caught by Yeonjun, and she had a picture of her husband when she caught her in the car. And so we're going to see what is going to happen here, because I don't want nothing crazy to happen to her at all, because she is one I'm rooting for her deep to get away from her abusive husband, and she's already sending her daughter off to school in America, in the United States, to be safe from him and his abusiveness. So I'm just really trying to root for her, and I ain't trying to have Yeonjun trying to do nothing to hurt her. I'm really not about that. So we're just going to get straight into it. But before we do that, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you're watching this on YouTube. And also give this video a big thumbs up and a comment your thoughts on episode 10. And then without further ado, we're going to get straight into The Glory episode 10 reaction. Yes. All right. Oh, now you pissed? Oh, okay, so it's like a pride thing. He don't really care. He just mad. She's smart. And she wouldn't betray Dong Yoon. So Yeonjun is gonna think she has the upper hand, but she doesn't have it here. I love that they showed how much trust her daughter has in her. It didn't matter that she told her to get up in the middle of the night, and that she has a car she didn't know her mom had, and that she has the license she didn't know her mom had. She just trusts that her mom knows what's best and is going on along with it. I love her daughter so much. I want the best for them by the end of the season. I hope they end up so happy. This man really think that his daughter, biological as that is to him, is gonna live with him. This man is crazy. He really thinks that he's gonna somehow get custody of that little girl over the man that she knows as dad. Delusion, man. Delusion. Delusion. Denial is a river in Egypt, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Is that the mother that betrayed her? A deadbeat mother and another deadbeat mother sitting together having drinks. Yep. Oh, I love this. Yep. Hit her. Because she a deadbeat mom. She deserves this. And it's the fact that when she should have been protecting her daughter, she sold her out for money back when she was in high school and was a minor under her care. And now that she's an adult and she's established, she is still seeking to destroy her daughter's life for money yet again. And it's just so interesting the way that all of the characters in this show that have very bad characteristics, there's no redeeming qualities, and it's very true to life. Some people just have no redeemability, and they have no sense of righteousness because they just choose to always be unrighteous. And characters like Dong Yoon's mother, Yeonjun, and her crew embody that. They don't get better as they get older. They don't change. They just learn how to hide their true nature because it's not acceptable in society. but they have never changed. They will never change. And most likely by the end of this show, you will see how all these characters who have these horrible qualities, even though it's been 18 years, they will still be the same people that they were in episode 1. And it's not sad, that's just the blatant truth of it. Some people don't want to change. And there was a quote, I don't remember who it was, where it says people don't really change. They just learn how to hide their true intentions. And there's something to that. Some people don't change. I'm going to add to that quote. Some people don't change. They just learn how to hide their true intentions, while some people do and actually become better individuals. But there is that space where some people just don't ever get better with time. They stay the same or they get worse. And these characters are showing it, from Yeonjin to Dongyu's mother. They're showing it.
널 만나러 갔어? 사주고 앉으라.
Oh.
근데 확 걸어버리는 건데 내가 입술 끝에 점을 뒀네. 안녕하세요. 전화 드릴게요, 사모님.
Oh, I knew it. I told y'all. I knew it. I knew they was in it together. I knew they was in it together. I told y'all. She is way too smart, this woman right here. Young Nam is too smart to get caught slipping. She allowed Yeonjin to think that she had an advantage over her and her daughter, so that she can find some dirt on her to destroy her further and to work with Dongyun. So I'm like, I knew it when I first saw it. I'm like, ain't no way she caught our good sis slipping. Ain't no way. She too smart. She knows how to navigate through crazy people. She lives with a crazy person, her husband. Yeonjin is nothing to her. She can outsmart her. And we're going to see what she going to do here. He mad because once this woman goes down, because Yeonjin will go down for what she has done. Not just in her past, but in her current day actions. She will go down for it. Once she does, what's Esau going to do? She's going to have the brand of being the daughter of this woman. And if it gets out who her actual biological father is, her whole world, that little girl's world, can come shattering down. Because people talk and they don't care. Sometimes people don't care about the fact that children can hear. Or that if they're talking in front of their children, they could say that mess at school and affect the kids that are caught up in this situation who have these parents. So yeah, he has every right to be upset for Esau because she ain't thinking about her own daughter. What the in the hell? What are the odds here? What are the odds? Oh, shoot. Dongyun is getting bold, yeah. I think he's a fool for admitting that. Even if he's bluffing, because she's crazy. Oh, damn. She hit him over. Oh, okay. She just hit him over the head. He can't die from that, I don't think. Oh, well. He definitely can now.
계셨어요, 박연진 씨.
This man ain't no freaking joke. This doctor ain't no freaking joke. He ain't playing no games about Dongyun. He ain't playing no games about her. He ain't playing with nobody about her. I mean, the way he did that and got her to confess to the crime and the fact that she murdered that man, even though we all knew that she did. I mean, it was nobody else but her. Nobody else has those tendencies but her. If we're going to be for real. In all of the bullying group, she has the murderous tendencies. She is the only one who would have motive and the sheer audacity and the confidence to commit murder and try to cover it up. She's the only one. That's Yeonjin hands down. Nobody else is trying to do that. They're not. They're followers. They would never try to do something on their own that lethal. She's the only one. So the fact that the doctor found her weakness, and then on top of that, the fact that Yeonjin's husband is now meeting with Dong-yoon, and he saw the scars that his wife inflicted on her, and so did everybody up in that restaurant. This writer on this one, she came to take a lot of things. She touched on the topic of deadbeat mothers, of pick-me women, because Yeonjin, whether she realizes it or not, and also the homegirl who's a stewardess, they are pick-me women. Their entire existence is based off of how how people of the opposite sex, which are men, view them. That's what gives them confidence in themselves. That's what gives them motivation. That's what makes them happy. And that's a very odd place to be, because the validation of others shouldn't be where you have your happiness. But that is, and they're also willing to belittle one another and belittle other women for the sake of a male's affection. Pick me behavior. And I'm like, the fact that Yeonjin was so upset at her husband for meeting with her friend, and she's been literally sleeping with homeboy for years and had a child by that man, passing it off as her husband's child. But she was upset and very unhappy and was belittling towards this woman who's her friend, just at the notion of him meeting with her to discuss. They were just discussing things. It wasn't even that romantic or sexual about it. And she was just upset and so quick to put a woman down. Pick me behavior. And the stewardess ain't no better. So it's interesting how she's putting these different types, and I think that some people have made claims about this show. Like, I did see some claims regarding it about it being, I think, misogynistic. And I'm like, no. I mean, because I know what misogyny looks like, and The Glory does have it in the males on the show, but the women on the show, well, sexism. They did say that the show was misogynistic. There were some people claiming that. So I heard in the Korean forums, and I'm like, well, some of the characters, Yeonjin and the stewardess woman who's her friend, quote unquote, they have those tendencies. And then also the bullies who are male obviously have misogynistic tendencies, obviously. But they're not showing them in a good light. They're not showing that this behavior is okay. They're showing how deranged and sick it is, and what type of people practice this behavior, and what it looks like when you practice this behavior, what it breeds, and what it can cause, and the hurt it can cause. So it's not anything to admire or be in awe of. The misogyny that is displayed in The Glory isn't uplifting it. It is very much a critique and showing how red flag that behavior is through the characters in the show. So, that's what I think The Glory is trying to do here. But outside of that, I am very interested to see what else this doctor has planned. The doctor has planned for Yeonjin, because right now he's just the doctor. That's what I'm referring to him as. He is the doctor. And I told you, he is the green flag. And he is the biggest green flag in the show, going up against the biggest red flag in the show. And he's winning without even really trying. And I'm like, Dong-yoon, you better get, look at this man. Because he's doing all of this for her and not expecting anything in return. He just wants to be by her side. That's all he wants to do, is just be by her side. And I love that about him. It's very attractive. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this episode. I am excited for episode 11 because I can't wait to see all the twists and turns and the leaps and bounds. We don't get into then. But you know, again, if you want to see the full reaction, if you are watching this on YouTube and you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. If you want to see the full reaction, do not forget to check out the Patreon. I'm going to link it down below. You can see the full reaction to this episode and the other 9 episodes I reacted to from The Glory, as well as some other stuff that I got on there. I got a lot going on the Patreon. So yeah, you can click that link on the bio and see what you want to do. And also don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. And also comment what you thought about episode 10. I want to hear what y'all got to say, you know, just a little bit. Also a big Patreon shout out to the patron by the name of Possum Baby. You are amazing and thank you so much for your support. And you know, I am coming back with a lot of content soon. I've been on my little hiatus due to the move that I mentioned in an earlier video, but I am back now on my grind for content and getting into The Glory, and you will see episode 11 relatively soon. But until then, y'all stay well, be well, and you know, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.